Hello, folks at Dove Stamping. My name is Dan Janjigian, and I've been asked to put together just a short video to give you an overview of a new program that Dove is making available to you through our company, DCBG. And this will go into effect within about the next month and a half for you. Basically, what we're going to be looking at here is a benefits program. And a few things you should know about it is that these are provided at no net cost. It's a program that pays for itself. Basically, from payroll taxes that you're currently paying, those taxes are going to be diverted to actual additional benefits that you can get. It's not going to replace or change anything you have in place. So whatever you've got currently is not going to change, and it's participatory. You could decide not to enroll in the program, but again, it's basically dollars that you're already spending towards payroll taxes that will then just be diverted and able to be used for additional benefits for you and your family. So these benefits will fall into two categories. One is what we call virtual health, what is an EAP or an employee assistance program. And these are really common programs in larger companies like Dell or Tesla or Apple. It's a program through a system called Amaze, which we'll talk about here in a second, but it's available to you and your family and allows you to get medical help or questions answered within seconds. The second part of the program is what we call income protection. These are the additional benefits, and they can range from a life insurance program that's added, which is a essentially a savings program. It will gain in value, and when you leave Dove one day, you can keep it with you, or you can cash it in, and it actually has a cash value, or additional benefits that will protect you if, God forbid, something were to happen on or off the job. So the Amaze program is the main program that opens up all these tax benefits. Everybody will get access to this. And it's telemedicine, but it's beyond that. If you've got a cell phone, you can get a doctor on your phone within 30 seconds, and they'll be able to answer those questions for you, prescribe medications for you, and a whole variety of services. So one of my favorite services are the fact that we also have billing advocacy within that system, which means that let's say that you get a bill through your insurance provider or anywhere, you can always just hand it to Amaze, and Amaze will go and advocate on your behalf to bring down that cost of a bill. And all of us have been there, right? We got a bill and we're like, there's no way that this should be as expensive as it is. They will do all of the work to get that bill down for you. And that's just one of many items that they do outside of the medical portion of giving you direct health benefits. Now, one of my favorite things that they have that I've used myself lots of times is for my kids. My 12-year-old will complain about this and that, and I'll say, do I need to take you to the doctor? Now I can just get a doctor or a nurse practitioner on the phone within a minute. And just to share a direct story that I had, my daughter turns out had an infection. I didn't know about it. They were able to diagnose it over the phone, able to prescribe her medication. And by the time I went to CVS and got that medication filled, all that took place within an hour and a half. I may not have even been able to get a doctor's appointment for another week. And I was able to get that all taken care of right away. So this is available not just to you, but also again to your spouse and your kids up to age 26. They can do prescription medicines, they can do wellness education, they can do even counseling services. These are all available through that system. And one of the other really neat things that ties to my story I just shared is that through the valet program for pharmaceuticals, 37 of the most commonly prescribed drugs are available at no charge. So I have insurance, for example, for my family. When my daughter had that diagnosis, I told you that infection, she was going to have to get antibiotics. It wouldn't have cost me a lot, but it would have been $25 out of my pocket just for my copay. That was available through the program for free. And you can see a short list here of what those are. This list is supposed to grow to over 200. So again, this is just another place where you see benefits from being able to utilize this program. So again, the two programs that you're going to really see is the employee assistance program, which is going to be that health portion, and then the income protection program as well. And this offers things like whole life insurance, which again, the main thing to think about is this is a savings plan. It is a vehicle for you to be able to take some of your hard-earned money that was being used in payroll taxes and be able to put it into a program where, God forbid, if you were to die, it has value. But even beyond that, it builds a savings amount where that can continue to build up. And when you get rid of it, will give you cash back. There's also other benefits like critical illness, accident, death coverage. I always like to tell people it's kind of like when you see those Aflac commercials. These are programs that will pay cash to you because if you were to go through something, let's say through cancer, or if you were to go through, let's say, a heart issue, a critical illness program, for example, will have cash coming into you and your family so you can continue to make your mortgage payment or your car payment or put food on the table. And again, these are all at no net cost to you. You're not going to see any changes as far as any of the money that you're making. You actually may even see a small increase when we meet face to face, one on one. We'll go through and explain all those things to you. So again, the process for this is really simple. We meet with everybody for about 10 minutes just to go through and explain the program, the benefits that are being given to you. There is a simple participation form that you'll fill out. And these are available through these three programs in the IRS code. These are the three sections, IRS Section 125, 105B, and 213D, which make this available to you. Because a lot of folks will ask me, how are we able to get this? And it's because the government has said that if you are given the opportunity through your employer to have this kind of a wellness program, that your payroll taxes can be reduced through these programs. If you're going to be meeting with us one-on-one, you already qualify. You're a full-time employee that has access to group insurance, and you're making at least a minimum of $17,000 a year to be able to qualify. To go ahead and go through the benefit process, like I said, we'll go through a quick 10-minute consultation. You can pick or choose the benefits that you get, or you can just get what's made available to you. You opt in for those, and then your benefits should go into effect. Here it says September 1st, but that would probably be either October or November 1st, depending on when the enrollment with Dove is finished. So that should give you a good overview of everything that we talked about. If you have any further questions, like I said, we'll be meeting individually to go through this with you. But thanks for your time and looking forward to getting together.